Gourmet and see what he advises you to do next.
God's power doesn't...
You'll need reservations to dine upstairs.
So this is what a hero eats.
Ha! I thank you indeed.
Why are you? If anyone should be grateful, it's me.
Oh, quite so. When you put it that way, of course you're right. I just get caught up in a project, but back to business. Here, I want you to take it back.
So, you still...
However, that does...
Lightning, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Palace guards are
Do you remember what the owner of CDs told us when we met?
You mean the story about his son that ran away from home when the restaurant started struggling? Great minds hope. We've both been thinking that maybe this son of his went on to become a famous food expert.
And that's why Gordon won't meet CD's owner. But he still clearly wants to help out. Let's take the civet musk and recipe to CD's.
Gordon Gourmet created a new recipe for you. You should make it with this civet musk. Do that and you'll be able to save your restaurant.
Why, thank you! This is incredible! Everything is here in black and white! A groundbreaking dish! I'd never have thought to do half...
Notice anything else?
About the recipe? No, not particularly. It's well... This handwriting, it looks strangely familiar.
I think so. It turns out Gordon Gourmet has a secret identity.
He is? And you're sure it was him who... But more importantly, he's in this town.
You have nothing to worry about. He's doing great. Except, I'm really sorry.
But why? Yes, we quarreled when he left.
Do you have a message for him?
Well, how would you be so good? As truth be told, what I really want to tell him is to come, perhaps if he knew that
I don't think words alone.
And there it is.
All right. Wow, this might...
Why, thank you. Here, I've made enough.
Sure.
Huh? You don't know who Gordon Gourmet is?
Oh, do I smell what I think I smell? I do, don't I? That must be my recipe.
Yes, the owner at Ffxiii's insisted that I bring you a portion so you could taste it for yourself.
I see. Well, then... Oh, yes. A perfect balance of fuzzy mutton and civet musk. The palate sings. It's a microcosm of... And if you think that's hyperbole, I always knew he was a...
So, why don't you go back there and help him out again?
Go back? Well, what do you mean? I've never... Oh, the cat's out of the bag. You've somehow figured it out. Yes, I admit it. I am indeed the son of the owner of... It was a long time ago, but even after I left, I vowed. Since then, I devoted... After many years...
You had a falling out, but when your father...
So we recognize... The fact is...
You mustn't feel that way, my son.
Father!
My apologies. What do you say? You set out on... And now look...
But father,
Not in my... But worse,
It's all right. And for what it's worth...
Looks like you two.
Yes.
Now let's get to...
We'll make CDs...
That went well. A microcosm of culinary delight, did he say? That sounds rather tasty to me. Was it as good as he said?
Want me to pick you up some takeout?
You know what I'd prefer over that? If sometime you made me one of your specialty dishes.
I haven't spent much time in kitchens, but if you want something off a campfire grill, maybe I could rustle something up. I was never as good a cook as Sarah, but...
The goggle.
I hope you can make...
Did you lose something?
It was my...
Chin up.
I know where. Anything that can't just disappear.
Just because you can't.
Really?
All right. In this dying world, all the children have lived for centuries without growing old. Being alive for so long has stripped them of many things, including their naivete and hope.
This is where he died.
I'm gonna be late.
Look what I found.
My doll! My mom gave it was 200. If this doll, it means she's...
People pray for the dead. They pray that even though their bodies are gone, their souls still exist. They pray they'll see their loved ones again. That little girl prays she'll reunite with her mother. The same way I pray that Sarah and I will be together again, someday.
Light, it's almost time to transport you back to the Ark, to recalibrate the time distortion.
He's always been a slightly odd character, but lately he's been acting strange even for him.
He'll randomly burst out laughing, as if remembering an old... He just doesn't look like...
Funeral. Pray for the dead. Easy now. I need more time. Do you dream of death? I'll make 'em dance. It's your funeral. It's your funeral. Pray for the dead. I'm surprised. The end is close. Let the darkness embrace you. The end is close. I've had worse. Thanks for hearing it. I'm done. Sarah.
It won't be long now. I'm coming home soon, aren't I?
No, wait!
A reminder from Benevelza. It was just a mirage. God didn't want me to forget the bait he dangled in front of me when he asked me to be the savior. But the moment I realized that, I became aware of something else too. When I looked into Sarah's face, when I heard her voice and when I saw the promise of her return, I should have felt something, a surge of joy or warmth. But instead, I felt nothing inside. And strangely, I didn't care.
How's life on the surface? Light.
Well, this is a shock. A tourist?
You could say that.
Hate to break it to you, but there's nothing worth seeing in this desert. There are some ruins out there, but they ain't the type that any decent folks should go to.
Why not? Are they dangerous?
They're just breeding grounds for monsters. Well, that and home to some legendary treasure or something. The vessel that'll summon the souls of the dead and open the door to the afterlife. They call it the Holy Clavis.
Summon souls, you said? That's promising.
Bunch of nonsense if you ask me. Not that the bandits or the Order will ever give up on it, though. They've been searching for that thing forever. I don't recommend diving into those ruins for some fairy tale. Not if you don't want those bandits on your back for invading their territory.
Thanks for the warning.
Why don't you find those bandits' headquarters and see what they know?
This has turned into a real Thought I'd start a new... Hey, are you part of... Not that it matters to me.
This is just a guess. After all, why would anyone choose to live in a place like this with...
Miss Mighty Savior.
I've looked into that clavis for you. Apparently, it's an artifact that's thought capable of drawing the souls of the dead to it. That's about all we know.
Let the darkness embrace you. I will fight each.
It seems the Order has been trying hard to recover the relic. In recent years, they've dispatched several parties of seculars to the desert.
But they haven't had any luck, right? It seems like the Order isn't the only one interested either. The bandits also want it.
Yes, the bandits that call this desert home. They make a living by taking what they can from the ruins and selling their finds.
Are they bandits or grave robbers? I don't know how much this clavis is worth, but if it can be used to gather souls, it sounds pretty handy for a savior.
Yeah. If the Order is willing to spend so many resources searching for it, it's probably worth finding. The settlement nearby is probably the bandit gang's base. They should know something about the clavis, considering how much time they've spent in the ruins. But be careful if you go in there. There's at least one settlement here in the desert. Hopefully, you'll be able to rest up there. But it seems like it's the bandits' base. They may not exactly welcome a stranger like you.
Well, considering how they've been tracking me, I don't think I'll need to introduce myself.
So, you noticed. Yes, it looks as though they've been keeping an eye on you ever since you stepped foot in their desert.
Let 'em. We'll meet face to face soon enough.
Right. You're very near to the bandit settlement. Check the signposts if you don't know which way to go. You're nearly to the settlement now. I'm sure that you're looking forward to a bit of rest. But I wouldn't let your guard down if I were you. I would guess that everyone living there is part of the bandit gang.
So don't be surprised if I wake up at knife point, is that it? Fine by me. It'd give me an excuse to beat some information out of them.
I've been surveying, but I have been
I guess that's just like you.
I don't... Hey, what's with the sourpuss? You don't have a complaint about my fine assortment now, do you?
It's good enough, I suppose.
Go on! I don't need some uppity tourists making demands. Go somewhere else if you don't like my wares. Go on, get!
If you insist, I will. You're not the only merchant around.
That's where you're wrong, Missy. Far as I know, this is the only shop in the desert. There was one other fella, but he couldn't cut it. Lost all his drive to sell out here. When that happens, well, that's the same as death to a salesman.
So? What made him give up?
Damn fool. He bet his dreams on the desert, that's what. Poor old Ramon. He thought he'd make a real name for himself out here, selling to adventurers. But in the end, he lost sight of his dream and his business.
Sounds good for you, though he doesn't seem like he was much of a rival anyway.
Shut it! You don't know the first thing about him!
Didn't mean to offend you. What's there to get so worked up about anyway?
Nothing. Not a damn thing. It's just like you say. He was nothing at all. It's not like he'd ever been a threat to my business anyway. No, not Ramon. I'm done talking about him. If you want to know more, ask him yourself. You'll find him near that old camp in the giant sandbox.
He was a pretty strange guy, wasn't he? But if he's really the only merchant around like he says, then I guess you'll have to count on him for help. Unless, of course, you want to find out for yourself about that Ramon fellow.
If you get bored of the ever so glamorous life in the city, you can always go.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder.
Defenses are tight around here. The first thing you'll need to do is bring...
Welcome to the...
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
I eat something different for breakfast every morning.
Pray for the dead. The end is close.
Conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are... asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Ffxiii branch of the Order of Salvation. A warrant has been issued for the arrest of...
Got this. Stop it!
Time to repent. Keep up if you can. Thanks for waiting. Let's do it, you know. Pray for the dead. I need more time. I will fight evil. Savior's got a job.
Woman calling herself Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
You did not come.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Morning!
Do visit us again.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
The Savior is a wanted woman now.
Palace
I don't
guards
think
are
running is
conducting
going
a
to get you
search for the
anywhere.
intruder
You're
calling
better off
herself
finding
the
your way
Savior.
through.
She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this
You want to end
description
up
to
being
the
trapped.
nearest security.
You need to fight.
Welcome to the city of Ffxiii. We hope that you will enjoy your visit to the city of light and magic.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching
If you don't bring back these guards, you won't be able to reach.
I will fight evil.
to the nearest security officer.
The city's main event, our wonderful...
Here for the train.
I'm with the order.
That's where they hung the dummy. You didn't happen to see if they left anything else behind, did you?
Thankfully, nothing dangerous was uncovered. In any case, this clock is fine. Job done.
But there's a problem?
There is. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the clocks in town are all set to this one. Well, if I want to go the extra mile, I really should check the other ones too. Make sure they're all ticking right. Problem is, I have to stay right here and keep an eye on this one. If only there were someone else to check the others.
But there isn't, and so you're stuck. Why are you so worried about the clocks anyway? What's the big deal?
It's hard to explain. I have this irrational fear that keeps creeping into my head. That should the clocks ever stop, then that'll cause everything else to, too. Time, the world, everyone. Finished. I have to know that all the clocks are ticking. I hate to ask, but could you check them for me? It would certainly help put my mind at ease.
Sure.
God, please guide.
The same to the cathedral.
How did I lose it? A heavenly messenger.
Where could he be?
You'll like everything.
To the skies.
Chaos has even taken over the City of Light.
This used to be Luxurian's city center?
Does anyone know?
Thank you for your patron.
To the skies.
Bringer of holy light!
More and more monsters keep emerging.
Now.
The Shadow Hunter in the Oracle Drive. What did he see? How did that affect him?
I pray at night
To
too.
us, and find a safe place to hide. Trust me, let the professionals handle these beasts.
up if you can. I need more time. No! Savior's got a job.
Enemy sighted!
Enemies! Another day on the job.
It's all true.
I agree.
I never knew there were so many priests. The saint is extremely busy. Excuse me, is this the right way to the cathedral?
Do you remember the touch of the wind on you? Softer than whispers of angel that falls in love. Do you remember the sound of the ocean waves?